Hey there, are your bank accounts ready for something huge? Because tomorrow could be the day that changes everything for millions of Social Security and SSDI recipients across the nation. We're talking about a massive $4,500 boost that's hitting bank accounts, and you might be one of the lucky ones eligible for this game-changing deposit. But here's the burning question. Do you have everything set up correctly to receive it? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about this crucial Social Security update. You cannot afford to miss this information. It could mean thousands of dollars in your pocket, and trust me, with today's rising costs, every dollar counts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this really happening? The answer is yes, and it's bigger than anything we've seen in recent years. The Social Security Administration has been working behind the scenes to address the rising cost of living, and this $4,500 boost is their response to help beneficiaries maintain their standard of living. But there's much more to this story than just the numbers. Let's break down the most pressing questions you probably have right now. First, who exactly is eligible for this increased direct deposit? The boost applies to several categories of beneficiaries, including retired workers, disabled individuals receiving SSDI, and certain SSI recipients. However, there's a catch. Your current benefit amount and living situation will affect your eligibility. And today, I'm going to help you understand exactly where you stand so there's no confusion. Many of you have reached out asking whether this applies to early retirement benefits or delayed retirement credits. Here's what you need to understand. The boost is being calculated based on your current benefit amount. And yes, those who delayed their retirement credits might see even higher amounts. For early retirees, you're not left out, but your boost could be proportionally adjusted based on when you started receiving benefits. You might be wondering why the SSA is making such a substantial increase. The administration has been monitoring economic indicators, inflation rates, and the real-world impact on beneficiaries. They've recognized that many recipients are struggling to keep up with rising costs on everything from groceries to health care. This boost isn't just about numbers. It's about ensuring that our seniors and disabled citizens can maintain their dignity and quality of life, especially when every purchase seems to cost more than ever before. Now let's dive into something absolutely crucial: setting up your direct deposit correctly. This is where people often run into problems, and I don't want that to happen to you. The Social Security Administration has specific requirements for direct deposits. If your account isn't properly set up, you could face delays in receiving your boost. Let me walk you through everything you need to know step by step so you can avoid any potential pitfalls. First and foremost, you need an active checking or savings account at a U.S. bank or credit union. If you recently changed banks or are planning to do so, pay close attention. The SSA requires your new direct deposit information to be updated at least 2 weeks before your payment date. If you haven't updated your information, you need to act fast. And when I say fast, I mean today, not tomorrow or next week. Here's what you'll need to set up or update your direct deposit: your bank's routing number, your account number, and the type of account, checking or savings. If you're confused about where to find these basics, let me break it down for you. On a personal check, the routing number is the 9-digit code on the bottom left, and your account number usually follows it. If you're using online banking, these numbers are typically found in your account details or settings. Accuracy is absolutely crucial here. One wrong digit can send your payment to the wrong place or delay it significantly, which could be a major headache for anyone counting on this money. Some of you might be wondering about joint accounts or representative payees. Yes, direct deposit works for these situations too, but there are special considerations. For joint accounts, both account holders should be aware of the deposit arrangement so that there's no confusion about where the money is going. If you have a representative payee, that person will need to be involved in setting up or updating the direct deposit information, since they're responsible for helping manage your benefits. Let's also talk about security, because I know many people worry about that. The SSA has implemented robust security measures to protect your direct deposits. Their system uses advanced encryption and multiple verification steps to ensure your money goes exactly where it should. But remember, it's a two-way street. You also need to protect your information. Don't share your Social Security number or bank details through unsolicited phone calls or emails. The SSA will never contact you out of the blue asking for this information. If someone does, it's probably a scam. I've heard too many stories about people losing benefits due to scammers who impersonate SSA officials. Always initiate contact through official SSA channels, or hang up and call the official number yourself to verify the legitimacy of any request. Next, let's look at the proper way to set up or verify your direct deposit information. You have several options, and I'll help you figure out which one is best for your situation. You can use your My Social Security account online, which is often the quickest way. You can visit your local Social Security office in person, or you can call the SSA's toll-free number. Whichever method you choose, be sure to have your personal details ready, including your bank information and identification. If you decide to go the online route, setting up a My Social Security account is your first step if you haven't done it already. You'll need a valid email address, your Social Security number, and a U.S. mailing address. The system will ask you a series of questions to verify your identity, sometimes involving past addresses or loans you've had. It might feel like they're asking for a lot, but it's all for your protection. Once you're logged in, finding the direct deposit settings is straightforward. Carefully enter your banking information, taking your time to avoid typos. After you hit Submit, you'll get a confirmation. Save or print it, because it's your proof that you completed the process correctly. If you do everything right, you should be all set to receive the deposit on time. Now, what if you miss tomorrow's deposit? Don't panic. The SSA has procedures in place for late or missing deposits, so the first thing to do is double-check your bank details. Sometimes a small error can result in a big delay. If everything looks correct, contact your bank to see if there's a pending deposit you can't see yet. If they don't find anything, get in touch with the SSA. Document who you speak with and when, since this can be useful if the issue isn't resolved quickly. Let's talk about timing. Direct deposits usually hit on specific days depending on your birthday and the type of benefit you receive. For retirement benefits, if your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, you'll generally receive your payment on the second Wednesday. If your birthday is between the 11th and 20th, you'll receive your payment on the third Wednesday. And those with birthdays from the 21st through the end of the month get their payment on the fourth Wednesday. SSDI follows a similar schedule, while SSI recipients typically receive payments on the first of the month. Mark your calendar accordingly so you're not caught off guard. One major question that keeps popping up is about taxes. Since this boost could affect your total benefit amount, it might also impact your taxable income. It depends on your overall situation. If your combined income, defined as half your Social Security benefits plus any other income, exceeds certain thresholds, you might need to pay taxes on a portion of your benefit. For 2024, these thresholds have been adjusted for inflation. It's best to consult a tax professional if you're unsure where you stand, so you can avoid surprises when tax season rolls around. Another important point: this boost might affect other benefits you're receiving. If you get SNAP, housing assistance, or other forms of aid, the increased amount from Social Security could potentially shift your eligibility. However, there are resources available to help you navigate these changes. Your local Social Security office can direct you to benefit counselors who understand how these systems interact and can guide you properly, reducing the risk of losing crucial aid. If you're curious about future increases, here's what we know. The SSA regularly reviews benefit amounts and makes cost of living adjustments based on inflation. This $4,500 boost is part of a broader effort to ensure beneficiaries keep pace with ever-rising costs. They use the Consumer Price Index to measure economic fluctuations, and if prices keep going up, you can expect them to continue making periodic adjustments in the years ahead. Now, let's address special situations. Some of you might still be receiving paper checks. While direct deposit is strongly recommended because it's safer and faster, you can continue to receive paper checks if you prefer. Just know that paper checks can be lost, stolen, or delayed in the mail, and you'll have to cash or deposit them yourself. With direct deposit, the money is available right away on your payment date, which is a big advantage for those who need to pay bills promptly. If you're just beginning to receive Social Security benefits, or will be soon, this information is just as critical for you. Setting up direct deposit from the start ensures you'll automatically benefit from any future increases or adjustments. This way, you won't have to worry later about missing out on updated benefit amounts or dealing with administrative delays. If you're living abroad or planning to move overseas, remember that many banks in foreign countries can receive direct deposits from the SSA, but there are specific requirements and sometimes restrictions. It's vital to contact the SSA well ahead of your move to avoid payment interruptions. Making last-minute changes from another country can be complicated, so plan early to maintain your financial stability wherever you are. Another aspect people often overlook is keeping their contact information current. Even if your direct deposit details are perfect, you need to ensure the SSA can reach you in case they have important updates about your benefits. Anytime you move or change your phone number, updating this info should be a top priority so you're never out of the loop. Finally, if you have questions about the direct deposit boost or setting up your account, don't hesitate to leave a comment or reach out for help. This is a big deal, and you want to get it right the first time to avoid any unnecessary delays or complications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more updates on Social Security benefits and other financial news that could impact your future. Remember, this could be the opportunity that changes everything. So make sure you're prepared, informed, and ready to make the most of the extra funds coming your way.